Hello friends, so in today's video we are going to see dynamic memory allocation in C and C++. So first of all, what is dynamic memory allocation? Dynamic memory allocation is a way in which we are going to allocate memory when the program is running and as per our requirement. Okay? And second thing is, why is dynamic memory allocation? So the answer for this one is that to avoid memory wastage. Okay? And second thing is that we don't know in prior what is the amount of memory that user is going to need. Okay, these two are the most important point. And third point is that how do we do it? In C++ and C we have different ways to do it. In C we have malloc, calloc, realloc and free, and in C++ we have new and delete operator. Okay, and one more thing friend, this is our C++ and this is our C. That means C++ is superset of C language. So we can use all of these here also in C++. But we usually don't. We use new and delete in C++. Okay. Now what I will do today is I will give you brief about all these four. Okay. And after that these two. And in next video we are going to see detailed example of all of these. So first of all, what is malloc? It stands for memory allocation. Okay. So how we are going to use this malloc function? So to use malloc function, first of all malloc is going to take some parameter. Okay. And what is the parameter malloc is going to take? How much memory we want. Suppose I want a memory of 40 bytes. So what I am going to do? I will call malloc 40. So what this malloc will do? Malloc will take 40 byte memory from operating system and will give to us the starting address. Okay? A starting address of this particular memory block. And what we going to do after that? As it is an address, I need a pointer to store it so that we can use it. So I will declare a pointer here. Pointer, and what will be the type of this particular pointer? Suppose I want to store integer here. So I will declare a integer pointer. Suppose I want to store float here. So I will give here float star. And suppose I want to store char here, then char star. So basically the most important thing is it will return the memory address of a starting byte, and I need to store it in some pointer. Okay. So this is what malloc is. And one more thing, suppose I want instead of 40 block I want 60, then what I will do? I will make a call to malloc using 60 and it will return as a 60 byte block. And similarly here also I need a pointer to store this address. Now let's come to calloc. And what is calloc? Calloc takes two parameters. One is how many block you want, and second thing is size of each block. Size of each block. Suppose I want 8 memory block and each of size 4. Then I will make a call to calloc function using 8, 4. And one more thing friends, calloc stands for continuous allocation. Continuous allocation. So what calloc is going to do? Calloc is going to take a 32 byte memory block from our memory address, divide it into 8 parts, okay, and going to initialize this all 8 parts with 0, okay, and will return to us the starting address. And similar to calloc, we are going to store this memory address in a pointer, and this depends upon the type of data we want. Suppose I want to store integer here, then it will be a integer pointer. Suppose I will be storing float here, then it will be a float pointer. And if I want to store character here, I will do char star ptr. Okay, so this is what calloc is. And one more thing, friend, as you can see here, we have initialized to 0 the values, but in malloc we are not going to initialize it. It will be some garbage value. Okay. And one more thing, as you can see here, it has divided here into 8 particular blocks, and then initialized it blocks to 0. Okay, but these 32 bytes are going to be continuous in memory here only. Okay, now let's move to realloc. What is realloc? As the name suggests, realloc will be to reallocate a memory. To understand realloc, first let's take an example. Malloc 60, and I am going to store it in some integer pointer ptr. Okay, this means I have allocated a 60 byte memory. There can be a case that out of this 60 byte where I will only use 30 byte, and there can be another case when instead of 60 bytes, this 60 byte is full and I will read more 60 bytes. Okay, so in both the case I need to resize my memory block. In first case I will resize it to 30 byte, and in second case I will resize it to 120 byte. So how we are going to do it? We are going to use realloc function. And what our reallocate function take as a parameter? It will take 2 parameters. One will be the pointer name. Okay, and second is the new size. So I can here give 120 or 30 or anything you want as per your requirement. So this is our realloc function. Now let's come to the last one, that is free. As the name suggests, it will be used to freeing of the memory. What memory? The memory block which we have taken using malloc and calloc function. And how we are going to do it? Free function will take one parameter. What is that parameter? Pointer name, in which we have stored the starting address. So free ptr, and it will free this memory, 30 byte of memory, 120 byte of memory, 60 byte of memory, and say to the operating system that you can use it now.